northern Italy. Hello, and today we've moved on to the south side of the Alps, to a rainy northern Italy. We've based ourselves on the shores of Lake Otra, and from here we'll experience both Lake Otra and Lake Maggiore. For this episode, you have the chance to join us for our experience of two lakes in one episode, Lake Otra and Lake Maggiore. And at the end, I'll let you know my favourite. It's up to you which one you like, but I'll let you know which one I prefer. To watch the footage that we've taken at our time around the lake, please go to the YouTube channel, which is MYSWIM_UK, and you'll see this podcast and the film that supports it. So let's dive in. This is My Swim. I'm Mickey Helps, and this is my SWIMBATICAL. Lake Otra and Lake Maggiore sit next to each other, side by side. Lake Otra being slightly further west, but Lake Maggiore being much longer. Lake Maggiore stretches for approximately 65 kilometres, making it the second largest lake in Italy. Its shape is long and gently curved, aligned almost perfectly north to south, unlike the steeply enclosed alpine basins we'll encounter later. Maggiore widens generously in places, allowing wind and weather and human life to move easily across its surfaces. Geographically, both Lake Otra and Lake Maggiore were carved by the glaciers during the Ice Age. As they retreated, they left behind deep troughs, now filled with water so deep in places that the lake's bottom still nearly 180 metres below sea level, despite the surface being well above it. This hidden depth gives the lake a slight sense of mystery. Warm at the surface, ancient and cold far below. Neither lake are austere lakes. Thanks to the lower temperatures and sheltered climate positions, the climate is unexpectedly mild. In Maggiore, palm trees grow along its shores, gardens flourish, and lakes feel traditional, no longer harshly alpine, not yet fully Mediterranean. Humans have been drawn to the area at the edge of the Alps for over 2,000 years. The Romans built villas here, followed by centuries later by the medieval monasteries and fortified towns. By the 17th century, the aristocrat families developed the Borromene Islands into floating symbols of wealth and power. Palaces and manicured gardens rose directly from the water, creating one of Europe's most famous lakeside landscapes. These islands still dominate the visual language of both Maggiore and off the shores of the town of Otra within the Lake Otra. From the water, they act as anchors, reference points for orientation and distance. Many swimmers use them visually, though swimming directly between islands is not advisable due to boat traffic. For swimmers, both Lake Maggiore and Lake Otra offer excellent early season conditions. Water temperatures rise earlier here than in many other alpine lakes, often reaching 16 to 18 degrees by May. I reckon when I swam it was in May, and it was about 14 to 16 degrees. Not chilly, but early season brace. The best swims are shoreline hugging routes, either near Stresa or near Otra. But along both lakes, you'll find small beaches and old ferry landings, providing frequent and safe entry and exit points. Mornings are best. By late morning, passenger ferries begin crossing winding arcs across the lakes, and the water becomes busier, but never aggressive. Early swims are spacious and social, accompanied by bells, oars, and distant conversations of the town waking up. Lake Maggiore teaches us a lesson on this journey. Not all deep water is severe. Some lakes allow you in gently and trust you stroke by stroke. So I'm going to tell you which one I prefer. And I have to say, I preferred Lake Otra. We had a lovely campsite right on the shores of Lake Otra. And as soon as we got there, we walked down to it, took a dip, expecting it to be cold, but was pleasantly acceptable. It was nice, it was laid back, nothing challenging, just enjoyable. So the place that I would recommend, not least you should visit the town of Lake Otra. It's such a beautiful place and you will not regret it. So that's the one that gets my vote. So until next time, this has been My Swim Podcast, and this is My SWIMBATICAL. Keep exploring, keep swimming, and keep curious. Thank you.